Hi, this is Judy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be the Wander collection again, and I'm going to recreate this type of layout with this background paper. And I already started on it, and I said, oh my gosh, why am I not videoing this? Because some people might want to recreate that just the way I did. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut off the zip strip. And I had a piece of tape on there. They tore the zip strip, but that's all right. I can use a portion of that or whatever. So I got out this nifty little tool, and I believe it's a Fiskars, okay? So it's a little handheld swivel blade, and what you do is figure out where you're going to do your design, and then you're going to drag it along the line, and it swivels as it turns, and I don't want to go off my line. And you press, you can feel it go through the paper, so you press hard enough to get it to cut, but not too hard, or it makes it hard to maneuver. And I did it on my Versamat, but you could do it on the glass as well. So after I did that, got up my paprika ink, which this is the paprika color, and I just lifted it up and I inked along the edge, and that's where so if you have any parts where you might have gotten some of this tan or the yellow paper that you didn't cut correctly, if you ink it, you'll never know, because then it will be the same color. So that is easy enough. And you could do that with a regular craft knife as well. Even the edge of a scissors if you really got desperate. But, you know, depending on what you have, I like that swivel blade for maneuvering around things like that. So everything else is pretty easy. It's going to have two photos, matted, and some of the little embellishments, and they're done. And the photos I'm going to use are these. Well, not this one. I want a landscape. So this is the one. So these are my daughter and her husband. And they did their pregnancy photos. They do photos for everything, which I adore. They're beautiful, beautiful photos. And maybe I don't want to do. Yeah, that'll be okay, because I can cut that down. I'm going to have to cut a little bit more there. I'm going to drag it the other way this time. Just to make sure I get it done right. And I got a little brushes of color there from my ink pad. It's okay, I'm not going to worry about it because it'll probably be covered up with the embellishments. So that's all you do, and I'll come back and show you the finished layout when I'm done. I just wanted to get on and give you a quick tip when you're doing this type of photo matting. You put it on this paper, leave enough room around it, and then put your glue around it. And then I have this die cut frame from our stitched rectangles, and then I can lay it right over the photo. And that way I don't put the glue on this piece and then accidentally drop it on my photo and have a white blotch on it, right? So that's a quick tip, just to make sure, you know, it makes it easier to get these on precisely and without it getting glue anywhere else that you don't want it to. So I know I did it the other way. I'd put it on the white piece and then flip it over, and it would, you know, sometimes I would get the glue somewhere it wasn't supposed to be. So quick tip. put the glue on the piece and then the paper on the glue. The next thing I wanted to do is add some sun rays. So I pulled out our stencil and I started putting the sun rays on before I turn on the camera. So I'm going to try and line it back up, and it doesn't really matter if it's not lined up because it will have a great effect. And I'm just going to use, this is mustard seed, and I'm just going around the innermost portion of the stencil with the mustard seed, and then I'm going to follow with the spiced marmalade to give it a orangier look. And some of these will be behind the photo, that's fine. And I'll go back in with the mustard seed to blend those edges where they meet. I just wanted to mention that you'll note part of that hill is cut off, and I did that because it was covering a portion of the photo I didn't want it to cover, and it won't even show in the end. Oh, isn't that cool? My layout's done, and as beautiful as this is, I changed it up just a little bit to meet my needs, and I love it. Did this, and while I was cleaning the stencil, I had gone through the stencil parts with the water on my paper towel, and it added some extra texture, and I said, that's a very happy mistake, so that's good to know. You know, that's how things happen, right? I cut out a piece of Sundance paper to layer over the sun just to make it more enhanced, and I love how that looks. The here and now is popped up and put onto the peacock to match the frames of the photos. Now I do want to mention this one, our thin cuts only went to about here, and I just cut the bottom off, and then where the hills met the photo, I just had it go there because I wanted this water to show. I love the look of that shadow in the water. It's a gorgeous picture. And then where I had that little boo-boo here of ink, I put the fox's tail over the top, and his, you see how my clusters are in the triangle, so the photos are in the center to really draw your eye there. And the fox is going this way. He's not going off the page, so that's why he's on this side. And these two are just so adorable, parents to be. They're so happy. So that was a fitting little tag there. And I put the date for the here and now, so we know when it was. And it's for baby Appleby. And this little coffee cup, she loves coffee, and they love to be out in the country and in the woods. And I just thought this little coffee cup with the camping and the fire was so cute. So I popped that onto a piece of Sundance paper to give it some more structure because it was a sticker. And then I popped it on foam tape, layered some leaves underneath it, and colored some flowers. These flowers were different colors. They were a real light yellow, and I just used the inks with my daubers to color them to match the page. So I made them fit what I needed. And then these were on sage green, and I just used the peacock ink on a dauber to color them to match this green. Well, it's a green, blue-green. And the same with these up here, so they look like they belong because there is green in the photos. So, it kind of draws that green tones in without it looking so awful where, it wouldn't go together. You don't want your eye to go, oh, that green is so bright right there. I love how it just molds it all together. So I hope you like that. I'm going to do a companion page with the rest of their photos. Got 3 more, and it will probably be in a grid design. So we will see how that goes. And she still hasn't had the baby. Maybe by the time this video goes up, she would have, but we're still waiting. So thank you very much for watching. If you're a subscriber, thank you. If you're not, please subscribe and hit that notification bell for notification of my future videos, and give me a like, give me a comment. It all helps grow my channel. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day.